It's midnight. I have to get to the studio.
From Philadelphia, it's the only original late-night television show in town. Get ready for Raw Reality with Gail Casper.
Good evening and welcome to the premiere of Raw Reality, the only original late-night television show in Philadelphia that shows you how to laugh at life no matter how bad it gets. Even I'm not allowed to get serious. That's big. And if anyone does get serious during the show, they'll hear this. That's right, no serious allowed. So if you're looking for hardcore steps to improve your life, it's not here. If you're looking for a rah-rah motivational speaker, also not here. I can't stand them. I know, I am a motivational speaker, but that's besides the point. I have screwed up my life in more ways than I can count, and I promise to share all of them with you during our season. So each week, we'll talk about some crazy, sometimes challenging element of life and make fun of it. And to keep me on track, I've got the best comedians and experts joining me, otherwise known as the Raw Reality Odd Squad. Yeah, this is what I'll be dealing with. Tonight's topic, kids, do you love them or hate them? Maybe both. I think kids have too much power. Where else in life will people jump for you? I mean, if I cry like a baby, there's no cuddling. I get told to stop whining. If I'm hungry, I get told to get off my ass to get something to eat. There's no one bringing me my mac and cheese. And if I were to crap my pants, there certainly wouldn't be people fighting over who was going to change me. At least not normal people. Yep, kids are taking over the world. A girl named KK Gregory was 10 when she invented Wristies, a product that took off with her Girl Scout troop. Another kid named Richie Stakowski was a corporate founder and president by age 13 with a product called Water Talkies. Kids are powerful. I was never so appalled at a recent meeting with a client for a speaking engagement. Here's what happened. I'm really excited to talk to you about speaking at your conference. Carry the 1, 42.
Aren't you the one who took my parking space?
Was that your bicycle? I didn't mean to run it over. I just didn't see it when I pulled into the spot.
Your sales training resume is very good. I'm going to have Sally, my VP of Sales, join us.
Great.
Hi, Sally. This is Gail, the speaker we're talking to for the conference. Hi, nice to meet you. Maggie, we don't need a speaker for the conference.
What? You don't need a speaker for the conference? That's not fair. But you hired a speaker before. That's not fair. I want to be the speaker for the conference. I want to be the speaker for the conference. I want to be the speaker for the conference. Oh.
What a baby.
There is nothing worse than being rejected by a 10-year-old. Kids, so do you love them or hate them? Tweet with me during the show at Gail Casper Fans. Let's meet tonight's Odd Squad. He'll be at Bananas Comedy Club August 16th and 17th in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey, the co-host of the Rabbit Hole Comedy Show at the Legion Bar in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, New York on August 20th, Anton Schuford.
How you doing?
And comedian and host of the Captain Action Comedy Show in Conshohocken, Pennsylvania, Sydney Gant. Go to rawrealitywithgailcasper.com for details and contact information on all of our guests. All right, Anton. So tell me, what are your thoughts on kids?
I can tell you right now they're not positive. I don't like them. They're always in places they shouldn't be, like near me. That's pretty much how I feel about kids.
Yeah, so in other words, yeah, there's no foreplay on this show, right?
No.
You're going to go straight down to it.
No. I mean, I don't have kids, and that's a positive in my life. I got that going for me. So,
All right, now we got an alternate perspective here. Sydney, I know you have a son. You were there for the birth of your son. That's a wonderful thing.
Yes. It is a wonderful thing if you want to go from being a person who doesn't understand what goes on below a woman's waist to being a person who is terrified of what goes on below a woman's waist. So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I had a chance to take some pictures during the whole event, so I understand.
I did, but those are not disclosed. Those pictures are not disclosed.
So tell me, Anton, I'm going to ask you this first. In terms of kids, how do you think they've changed over the past 10 years?
oh, how do I think kids have changed over the past 10 years? Well, they certainly got more annoying. And I mean, when I say that, maybe it's because I'm getting older that I can't wait to be an old guy and I can just yell at kids, get off my lawn. You know, I can't wait for that. But I feel like kids are more entitled now than they've ever been before.
Okay. Yeah. And how about yourself, Sydney?
No, I agree with what Anton was saying, is that kids are more entitled, but they have to work less for everything that they get. Like, they don't do anything, and they think they deserve everything.
Yeah, and it's funny because our whole topic today is about being entitled, how parents aren't making demands, they're asking questions like, would you mind cleaning your room? What would you like to have for dinner? Did you get those options when you were kids?
I had no options as a kid. I didn't even have an option to be a kid as soon as I was out. My dad was always talking about if I wanted this to eat, I needed to get a job, or you don't have no money, we don't, you know, stuff like that, so.
All right, well, what do you think, too, about restrictions? Movie theaters, restaurants, should there be restrictions? I hate to ask you, Anton, because I think I know what the answer is, but.
Kids shouldn't be in movie theaters. If you pay $15 for a movie theater and popcorn, and you go see, say, a movie, an adult movie, I don't know, any movie, name any movie that could be, like Polar Express, I went to go see one Christmas. Bunch of kids in there ruining it for me.
Ruin it for you. All right, there's a website, leavethembehind.com. It's a travel website for kid-free vacations. Part of its slogan is leave your stresses behind.
Yeah. You have kids. Do you feel like kids stress you out?
Well, no, I mean, I don't know if my son stresses me out as much as.
Well, you seem more unpleasant to me as our friendship had since you had a kid. So.
Yeah, no, because I have a better friend now.
Well, here's the deal, though, because there are good stresses and there are bad stresses, right? I mean, I have two basset hounds, they can be a stress, but
Right.
I mean, I would never be like to my little boys, come here, my little boys, my little stresses, come to mommy. I'd never do that.
Well, they need to know where they stand in your life. So if your kid is a little bit of a stressful handful, I mean, they should know. Like, just like if you take a kid to the movies and they get yelled at for being loud, I mean, they should know that's how the world works.
All right, well, I got one quick story here. According to GulfNews.com, one New Hampshire couple does not send their 4 children to school. They don't have to study. They can eat what they want. They don't have to brush their teeth if they don't want to. Do anything they want. That's okay?
If that's your style of parenting, just you're holding your kids accountable, so they can't be around someone like me in the movie theater doing what they want, because if you're not going to hold them accountable, I'm going to have to hold them accountable by asking them to be quiet.
Let's take a quick look at what that kid is going to look like when they grow up. There you go. All right, we'll be right back in a moment. We've got an expert coming on board. Let's see how they mix with the Odd Squad.